Hi Jeff, thanks so much for being with us today with Bath Fitter. Just wanted to ask you a couple questions about how your experience was with your decision to use Bath Fitter, and then the process, and then the final outcome. So how did you go about deciding on using Bath Fitter?
Well, for about 3-4 years now, I myself have been wanting, was getting tired of what we did have. I'm a retired vet. We moved back here when I retired in 2010. We had a tub shower combination. And I've noticed as I'm getting older and with the leg problems I've had, climbing over the bathtub to get in and shower, it was just getting to be a little too much. Plus we didn't have any safety bars in the old system. So I got tired of waiting, and I went on the computer, and I thought, well, instead of my son, who works for a city building inspector, and my wife, I decided to go on Facebook and start looking at who puts them in. And there was all kinds of advertisements, all kinds of different companies. My son found out I was doing that, and he said, what are you doing? What are you doing? He said, you want to get someone local. You want to get someone from the area here. You don't want to get somebody from like Jersey or Maryland or wherever. So he gave me a list, and on the top of the list was Bath Fitter. And of course, instead of going pick and choose, Bath Fitter is who I called first. And I was able to get an appointment with Miss Davies, and she came on a Friday and sat with my wife and I and explained everything from soup to nuts, bottom to top. We went through the whole thing. In fact, as far as what we wanted, put it together piece by piece. And then the fun part came when she told us the cost. And of course, it was a little bit of a, but she also told me something I did not know about the veterans bonus. It's not so much a bonus, but it's a grant. If you're a member of the VA, which I am, I'm 100% disabled, I actually qualified for the total $6,800. And they sent a person out from the VA, and it was a questionnaire. He sat with me. He looked at the old shower and tub, and he went through the questionnaire with me. And before he left, he said it looked really good, but he had to send everything up to Wilkes-Barre. Of course, I had to go through paperwork too and send it up. And geez, within a week, I was approved. And I was approved for the whole full. So it took quite a bite out of the total money I was supposed to pay. It took a while to have it done. There were a lot of things in the mess till we can get the paperwork straightened out. Once the paperwork and the grant money was issued, then the letter from the Veterans Administration basically putting their grace on it to go ahead and do it. Within 2 weeks after all the parts were built, they called me and said, how about such and such Thursday, Friday, which was last weekend? And I said, sure. Even though we had gone through some issues with no heat, no hot water, washer and dryer went, all kinds of things, I said, hook or crook, hell or high water, do it. Charlotte and the mechanic, Frank came mostly by himself, took the old system out, not even by the end of Friday, but by Friday noon the next day. This wonderful, beautiful shower was installed. Now, I would just like to add, I did 3 tours in the desert, and taking a shower at the end of the day was sometimes not available, and if it was quick and out. And the government, you don't have a spa like this to go into. So this to me is almost like being in a spa. There are times when I'm in there and I fall asleep. When I get out, I just want to go rest. I could fall asleep in 5 minutes. Very happy, thankful for Shala, and very happy to Frank and bath fitters.
And if you had to do it all over again?
Oh, if I'd have to do it all over again, definitely so. It's unfortunate because if we were to move to another house, the grant's only a once and done.
Okay.
And I tell all my friends, and then some.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time.
Sure.